Hello everyone, this is Blackout Night, and this is Alan Wake. I mentioned in my previous video that I was going to start doing a Alan Wake playthrough, my own kind of version of that, not really a Let's Play, I guess. Let's Players try to do everything by the books for the most part. Funny story, I managed to record an entire episode of this just the other day, and then realized the audio wasn't recording. So that was about 57 minutes long, no audio. Well, I should say audio for about 4 seconds and then it stopped. So that was fun. And then I decided to play Half-Life 2 on the Orange Box. Yeah, I was just expecting, you know, maybe cutscenes or, notifications when you've completed a quote-unquote level, but no, it just kept going. I got about 2.5 hours into it, and I decided to just cut it there. So I'm probably gonna have to redo that one. But nonetheless, I'm redoing this one. So let's go to new game here and pick normal. Forewarning, these are gonna be about a half-hour long each. So I'll find a place to cut it in half somewhere around there. I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna keep an eye on the time. So yeah, normal. I'm not gonna do Nightmare because that's a pain. Yeah, existing checkpoint, I know. Thing is about this game, it's very narrative heavy. So for the first couple episodes, I'm gonna have to take it easy on the commentary.
In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
This game has one of the most fantastic storylines out of any single-player only game that I have played.
And I would never see Alice again.
So I recommend it to anyone and everyone that is a fan of survival horror, or just horror in general, I should say.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1, Nightmare.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Also known as the tutorial. No, who inverts their controls? Besides, one of my good friends. Funny story with that is, I went to play a game with his controller, and lo and behold, he played with inverted controls. I didn't last very long. Okay.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
This first little part's, it's kind of dull. First time playing it, it's much scarier than, before. But then again, you expect it to be because it's a dream.
You don't even recognize
or a nightmare.
me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you could just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama. You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
No, how dare you do that?
Single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor.
Oh,
You'll never
forewarning, there's
publish another one
a decent amount of swearing. So, if there's any little kids,
It's not like
you might want to not watch it.
Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
Okay. Enough of his babbling. Wish I could read some of those. It's just not high enough quality. I mean, the game looks still, you know, kind of holds up, but it gets clunky sometimes. There's some frame rate issues. If anyone's familiar with this game engine, it's the same engine that Just Cause 2 uses. A lot of games use it. Gears of War uses a variation of this engine. It's got the D-pad to select your weapon, things like that. Jump, jump.
To die by the hands of your own creation.
Oh Jesus, he's a tornado. Like I said, this is a dream, so it's anything can happen. But if anyone has played the entire game, you know it just gets much worse. And all these lights that are breaking out, if you play on Nightmare difficulty, you're really gonna hate when you see those break, because it's the only thing that keeps you safe. Same way with the generators. Cause you run out of ammo fast. I don't know you.
Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
And if I remember correctly, there was a book, or like a sort of a book that came with this, and it explained what happened to that guy that just died. Yep, definitely creepy.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Yep, first time this happened, I was like just full on sprinting into that door trying to leave. I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, please I don't want to die. Yep.
Follow the light.
I'm following the light.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are always safe there.
Oh, I walked past it. Oops. Yeah, I'm completely healed.
I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
No. I don't understand. Does anyone know if that's an actual quote? Because it sounds really familiar. I mean, even before I played this game and the quote-unquote sequel that they released.
The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing.
How to Murder Your Enemies 101
The hitchhiker has been
by the
taken
mysterious
over by a
light.
dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
You know, now that, playing this again, I think that this beginning one could have been done a little bit better. This beginning tutorial thing, they could have made it like a lot scarier.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside.
Now they could have,
He can't be saved.
I guess, made it seem more like you were really running away from something as opposed to just generic cinematic things. So yeah,
Good.
I reloaded.
You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
On the plus side, though, the game does get much
Terrible
scarier.
darkness was taking over the world.
Much
The
scarier.
lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
My good friend Darth Goldeneyes, he's the one that actually inspired me to, or not really inspired, got me to play this game. I tried for the longest time to get me to play it, and he said that he would never go to the Pacific Northwest because of this. And after playing this game, I completely agree with him. Looks like a military bunker right there. Kind of looks like one. I guess I never noticed that. Alright. I've made this mistake I don't know how many times. I always seem to use the flare gun. I guess right here I do want to use it though. But I always seem to, like, whenever I pick up a flare gun, I forget to switch my gun. And that results in me wasting an entire round on one guy or something like that. I'd rather not, but thank you. It's not really my time. Oh, I thought he ran off the cliff. That was kind of funny.
I can keep this up forever.
Yep, yeah, right here, I did a playthrough, and I had a humongous frame rate drop on that one, or that one right there. It was literally about 2 frames a second. Oh, it was bad. Might as well just use them for fun. We don't need them right now. Woo! Let's see how long I've been recording for. We're about 12 minutes into it so far, I think. I could be way off, but that's what it looked like. Like I said, these are going to be about 30-minute episodes. Just because from my last playthrough, the first one took 57 minutes to complete. So,
He's here.
I'll cut it at the right times.
Wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be used for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Oh, also, one of the funny things for this game is, I guess you wouldn't call it funny, would have been kind of cool. The game was supposed to be open world, and, you know, cinematics always look gorgeous, but the game itself does look really nice, and that would have been pretty cool, but I think the developer said it was really tough to keep the horror aspect, you know, with the open world. And there's a lot of, you know, homages to like other horror aspects. I mean, you'll see a very blatant one
Let's act like we're on vacation.
later on in
Go
this
stand next to that old gentleman.
playthrough, or this particular episode. Maybe not part 1, but
Sure.
probably part 2.
I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
And they mentions, you know, Stephen King and famous writers, things like that.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us.
Trying to watch where that plane's going. I guess I never really watched where he parks.
You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. So you made a friend.
One of my
That's
favorite
cute.
characters in this game is about
Right.
to give me a phone call.
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got it.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax.
Somebody's having a bad day.
So, how is the
Let's
place?
see who has
Have
the
it got your
last
creative
laugh.
juices flowing?
Barry.
We're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out
Well,
for you,
plane's just
buddy.
sitting there.
Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Yeah, I can't get through. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, the beginning of this game, it's kind of slow,
We need to stop
unfortunately,
at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord. Mr.
and
Carl
very
Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
story-driven at first. You know, to set the mood.
I'll go fill her up
You
when
know,
you get the key. I'll pick you
the
up here in,
mood.
say 15 minutes.
Sure.
I have an idea where I'm gonna get it cut at, like where the
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love
episode,
you too.
or
Go on.
first half of the
I'll
episode
promise
should
to.
end. So you guys will obviously know because you just keep watching and then, oh hey, this is the end of this episode, blah 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 blah, etc etc etc.
Places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
I was.
I've been to a couple towns kind of like that.
Alan, Wake. Oh, God.
Oh boy, I'm your biggest fan.
I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Random guy just running.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love.
What?
Break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox.
I'll probably start the jukebox because it's a
Both of my legs
kind of funny listening to them bickering, but we're not gonna listen to the music just because copyright and all that fun stuff.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ah.
Give me the right
Put the
record.
lime in the coconut. Drink them both up. Just because we're brothers, don't think I won't murder you and yours. Now that's what
And there you are.
Go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
wanna die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
This just looks ominous anyways. It look really creepy. Can't see a thing. Alrighty.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to
I would
the
be
inn.
terrified if this lady just showed up and be like, I didn't hear
I
you.
wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Scary lady.
Cauldron Lake is a
Hit-
special place. Very inspiring.
I would hit you in the face with a shovel. Repeatedly.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station.
Oh man.
Sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Yep, there's my ride. I'm out. Enough crazy people for one day.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Okay, time. We are right on time, actually.
Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Uh-oh. Ominous foreshadowing.
That diner was a real nut house.
Dun dun dun.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while.
I think the car was just floating there. It didn't look like it was touching the ground.
They'll light your way.
I would never want to stay on an island in
It's
a dormant volcano.
It's something, all
Or maybe it's extinct. I think it's
Don't worry.
extinct.
I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark.
Because
And I've got the
I
flashlight.
do believe it blew up and this is the caldera.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
She has a phobia of darkness. I have a phobia of birds. Anyone that has a phobia of birds doesn't want to play this game. You will see why. More ominous foreshadowing. It's even called Bird Lake Cabin. Why would you... I don't understand why you would name it that.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
Figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Sure thing. I'm on it.
Yup. I will do that. Bird!
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Maybe. Wink, wink.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
A very old generator. What are the odds that the gasoline in that thing would still be good? I mean, if it's smoking out of every possible hole, this shed would just freaking explode from the one little spark.
Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start
Hey, the
getting
light's
in.
on!
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
Yep, totally got to look around. Didn't last very long.
It was a beautiful place.
It looks beautiful now until the
I
sun
told
goes
myself I
down.
could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
So it's like, oh, it looks so pretty, and then you kind of look over this way, and it's like, oh, now it's getting creepy. Very ominous. Yeah, I never looked. Can you go in down here? No, can't go in the cellar. I'm probably gonna try to avoid listening to the radios just because they like to play a lot of music on them. Like the host talks for a while, and then there's music,
Alice?
and I just don't want to get any copyright.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Let's see, what are they? I can't even read them. So kept from sleep in her... I can't read that one either. In her something to prevail. And then the labyrinth of me. I can't read that last one. It's not high enough resolution. Coffee. And that is a ridiculously shiny sink. Holy cow. My sink is not that shiny.
I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Alright, it must be that kind of surprise. Alright kids, you're gonna have to go downstairs or something. Yeah, see, it's about to get awesome. You guys can't watch this. I'll just cut this part out.
Hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Ah, well,
Okay.
shit. Never mind kids, it's not that kind of surprise.
Surprise!
Oh, look. Kids, that's a typewriter. You know, before
I
computers,
guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that it changed.
when I was a kid, we had to use the
Alice, you...
very early electronic, like digital
just
ones.
Hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here.
You know, back in my day.
Helping artists.
Makes me sound old. Not that old, but...
It's not like that. That's not.
Oh.
Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed
Somebody's
some
having
time to
troubles.
think things through.
Yeah, I think this is actually gonna get cut off right at the right time. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but I've played this game many, many times.
Alice?
Alice? Alice!
Uh-oh.
Cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
And this is where the game takes a drastic turn. Yeah, and like I said, birds.
I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
Screw birds. I'm trying to run. I'm out of breath. Out of breath. Out of shape.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice?
Dun dun dun.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another.
This is just one of those, alright, what the
I
hell
couldn't remember
happened
how
sort of
I got
things.
there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened.
Always thought
to
that this would
Alice.
make a fantastic movie. Or even, you
The
know,
phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
TV show. I mean, that's kind of the way that the game is set up, but it would have been fantastic. But with that, I'm going to end this for the first part, you know, part 1 of episode 1. I thank you all for joining me, and this is Blackout Night signing off, and stuff is falling all around me. So, alright. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.